He said it's just a result of politics. I'm sorry, Islam is politics and politics is Islam. You can remove the Bible from the White House, but when the Muslims take over this world, this country, they will have the Quran everywhere and anywhere you go. You can remove the prayer from your public school, but when Islam take over, there will be a mosque every school. As a matter of fact, one of the law, MuslimForObama08.com, go and watch this on our website we have, or get the video about reading the truth about Obama. One of the laws, he has a facility, a suitable facility for a Muslim to pray every public place. For example, i.e. airports. Now we got what? Guess what? In Kansas Airport, we got a mosque. Schools, we're building in many, we're not building by our money, you know, it's like we're building. Saudi are spending money all over our school to have this prayer area for the Muslims called masjid or mosque, and then they have this place to wash your feet. Have you heard anything? Is this something new to you? They are building mosques all over our school where we cannot read the Bible in our school. They are taking control over our books, our education books. One of the books shocking me in Orlando, Florida, has been taught in a social study book. The name of the book is The People, not the People of the Earth. Yeah, The People of the Earth. And the book says, that the Bible is no longer holy. The Bible is no longer the Word of God. Why? Because it has been corrupted and changed through many translations through the years. Same page. But the Quran is the holy word of God, for God took on himself to observe it and keep it not corrupted for the last 1400 years. And the question is given in the same text book, for the same book, for the social study books, to our student is, what is the difference between the Bible and the Quran? And our student need to write by their own hand. The difference between the Bible and the Quran is the Bible is no longer holy, the Bible is corrupted, but the Quran is holy and it's not corrupted. So you can pass the test. This is in our government school, not a Muslim school in Orlando, public school in Orlando. May God have mercy on your children and your grandchildren. Your political correctness did one thing and one thing only: destroy your country. May we get rid of this political correctness and say the things for what it is, without coloring it, without shading it, without changing it.
Are these people taking the Quran and taking it out of context?
Is this a question? Well, that's an answer for a question. Adi is a wonderful lady. I wish I met with her to train her how to ask a Muslim imam a question. Are you taking the Quran, are these people taking the verses of the Quran out of context? Do they misunderstand what the Quran says? That's why they're going around killing people? Yes, exactly. Thank you so much. Next question. Here we go. Listen up.
Yes, there's a difference between what we say in this country, on that, you know, you should differentiate between the sin, hate the sin, but not the sinner. The Quran teaches the same principle.
Really? Which part of the Quran? What verse? I've been reading the Quran for the last 40 years of my life. I was this little in a start school, and the teacher started reading the Quran for me, and I started memorizing when I was 6 and 7. Few verses here, few verses here, and get bigger and bigger. The longer you get in school, the more you memorize, the bigger passages you memorize. There is not one verse in the Quran. Let me say it again. There's not one verse in the Quran where Allah or Muhammad or Muslim love sinners. As a matter of fact, the command is very clear. Allah told Muhammad, and Muhammad told the Muslim to kill Christian and Jew and anyone who does not believe in Islam. Allah hates sinners, so is Muhammad, so is the Muslim, and they must kill them. Why Muslims stone their daughters when they commit adultery? Because Allah said love sinners. Really. You love your daughter so much, you catch this big rock and throw it in their head and smash their skull and they get them killed. I mean, it's just stupid. When you put this on a Fox, you're getting Islam to spread all over the country. You're not presented to see. People even say, they look at Fox as if Fox are for America. No. Fox receive money from Saudi Arabia like CNN, like every other country, every other station, every other media part in this country. Fox receive millions of dollars from Saudi Arabia. Now, one of the time, they have this, you know, the banner go on the bottom, have the words in it, and it was written, Islam jihadist. Phone call was lifted up, and they take the word Islam out, say jihadist, or extremist, or terrorist. Take the word Islam out. Why? Aren't these people practice their book, as we're going to see in a minute? Yes, so why do you take the word Islam out? Because Saudi Arabia made a phone call. They control our TV. Now we cannot see except what Saudi approved. Now we cannot hear except what Saudi approved. And I say again, may God have mercy on the children of yours and your grandchildren. Notice the nice army marching, and these are the jihadists. See, our government here tries to tell us that jihadists, they are uneducated people, they are not smart, they are poor, they are not organized. You see them covering their face with some rug or something, you know, that's the jihadist. No, jihadists is the people who have high education. So many of them have master and doctorate degree, like Dr. Ayman al-Zawahiri, the second man in charge after Obama, after bin Laden. Seemed to me like after Obama too. What's the difference? What's the difference? Okay. Now, like the last attack we saw in England, six or seven doctors.
I think it was
6 doctors.
Yeah,
six doctors working in London. I mean, this is a high job in London to be a doctor working in these fancy hospitals. Watch them marching. They are army. They are very, very well equipped and very well trained.
Then how do we get